grudging. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you again in critical reading class, and today we'll still talk about making inferences and drawing conclusion. And the last meeting we have talked about the strategy for making valid inferences, and also we have talked about the first strategy, that is separating fact from opinion. Today we would like to talk about the rest two strategy in making inferences and drawing conclusion, that are evaluating the main idea and supporting details in making inferences and assessing the logical inference and conclusion. We start from the second strategy, that is evaluating the main idea and supporting details in making inferences. How to do this, how to evaluate? In my opinion, making inferences from main idea and supporting detail is somewhat similar to making inferences from fact. So you need to pay particular attention to the sequence of thought in support of the view expressed. How to do this? To guide you to pay attention to the sequence of thoughts. Jadi untuk membantu kita to pay attention to sequence of thought, it is important for you to take a note. What is the sequence of thought that the writer want to tell you. Okay, let's see here. I have a paragraph. I will read the paragraph for you. In our highly competitive society, we compete for grades, athletics, honors, job, marital partners, and almost everything we want. Although we endorse certain rules for playing the game and might give grudging credit for efforts, success gain to the rewards, the losing football team does not attract crown or gain plaudits for its performance. The company that fails to gain contract in competition with other companies is likely to go bankrupt. Okay, this is our paragraph, and our job is we have to make inference. What is the paragraph really want to tell you? Okay, before we try to make inference, jadi sebelum kita making inference, we have to follow the outer sequence of thoughts. Jadi apa thoughts-nya? We found that the society stresses of competition. Kenapa competition-nya? Because in every competition, the American have to be the winner. Kalau mereka tidak jadi the winners, they fail to gain they fail to gain crown or gain plaudits. Jadi di sini kind of competition we say here ada sport, business, school, and job. This is kind of competition. If they did not be the winner, it can be stressful for Americans. So we can make infer that from this we can make inference. Americans are not interested in loser. This is supported by the outer statement. Kita lihat this is outer statement. Ini outer statementnya, ini supportingnya. Okay. The losing football team does not attract crown or prouded for its performance. Kalau dia tidak menang. Okay. Next. In making inference, we also study how to distinguish between fact and opinion. You have to come to our previous meeting. In the first meeting of making inference and drawing conclusion, the first step kita harus memisahkan between the fact and opinion, and knowing the signal word that quantify the meaning is important, because quantifying words will by knowing the quantifying words, we will be easy to know the author attitude toward his statement. Nah, di sini ada kind of quantifying words, ada 4. Yang pertama ada signal words of inference. Jadi signal wordnya kalau dia cuma mau ngasih inference, maka signal wordnya ada assumption, implication, inference, suggestion. Nah, apakah dia nanti akan membentuknya dalam kalimat it is assumed, one can assume, the assumption is, berarti itu adalah sinyal daripada inference atau implication. Oke, kemudian ada absolute signal word. Ini digunakan the word should make the reader reject statement unless is strong support. Contohnya apa di sini? Always, assuredly, certainly, definitely, and many kinds of. And the next kita lihat adalah probability signal words. Jadi ada probability juga. This suggests information that might accurate, but other possibility might exist. Jadi kalau mungkin possibility-nya itu accurate tapi ada possibility lainnya, maka biasanya the writer will use this kind of signal word seperti almost, probably. Okay, and ada lagi possibility of signal word. This is the word suggests that the idea are subject to debate and there is doubt to their complete validity. Jadi adanya semacam debate, bisa di-argue. Kalau dia bisa di-argue, maka di sini ada apparently, could be, likely, okay, and many others. Next, we come to the last strategy in making inference, that assessing the logic, inference, and conclusion. What is assessing? How to assess? Assessing by you can the logic inference. You can assess the logic inference of your inferences by making a check mark in the margin by evidence that support it. Jadi kita harus melihat evidence that support our inference itu tadi. If you can't find the evidence, the inference is probably unreliable. Jadi kalau kita tidak bisa menemukan evidence-nya, evidence daripada inference kita tadi tidak ada di dalam teks, maka inference kita tidak valid. Kalau ada evidence yang mendukung daripada inference kita, maka inference tadi benar. Okay, the two key questions to help you judge the logic of your inference are, jadi untuk membuat sebuah inference itu menjadi logic, you have to ask yourself the question. What is the question? What support validate my inference? Jadi apa yang menyupport? Jadi kalau kita mau bikin inference, kita lihat dulu apa yang mensupport inference kita itu dari teks yang ada. Nah, by asking ourselves the question, is this what has been suggested? Apakah ada suggested ini di dalam teks? Apakah ada suggested inference kita ini di dalam teks? Can this inference be justified? Apakah inference kita tadi bisa di-justified? And then the second question, in order to assess our inference is logic, is my inference a valid one? Apakah inference saya sudah valid? Bagaimana untuk cara mencek inference kita itu valid atau tidak? Maka kita harus ask ourselves question, does this make sense? Apakah inference yang kita buat tadi make sense? Make sense-nya bukan berdasarkan diri kita sendiri, but in the text, toward the text. Kita harus lihat berdasarkan teks. Apakah sesuai dengan teks? Jadi inference, walaupun inference this is no absolute true in making inference, tapi tetap saja inference itu harus berdasarkan teks yang ada. Jadi nggak boleh ngarang. Makanya ada is my inference is valid. Validnya kita cek dari mana? Apakah ada di dalam teks? Apakah this is a make sense? This is reasonable based on the fact. Nah, apakah reasonable based on the fact? The fact yang mana? The fact yang ada di dalam teks yang kita baca. Bukan fact yang ada berdasarkan knowledge kita, bukan berdasarkan presupposition yang berkembang di dalam masyarakat, tapi based on the facts on the text. Saya tegaskan lagi ya, apakah valid berdasarkan teks yang ada di facts yang ada di dalam terdapat di dalam teks. It is development of ideas logical. Berarti apakah inference yang kita buat itu berdasarkan ideas, logic ideas yang ada di dalam teks juga. Right. Okay, let's see. I give you the example here. This is paragraph today. Okay, let's see. You might read this paragraph by yourself, and this example will help you to do your exercise. Nah, okay, let's see the question number 1. The author implies that the death penalty, di sini ada optionnya, Nah, sebelum kita menjawab apakah optionnya A, B, C, atau D, it is better for you to find the support. Kita cari dulu supportnya baru bisa kita jawab apakah isinya A, B, C, atau D. Oke, kita lihat lagi. The author implies that the death penalty. Kita lihat di sini. Does the threat of death penalty deter people from murderous behavior from that threat of impressional life? Nah, di sini saya sudah try to make a red line, red color, karena di sini adalah support yang kita dapat dari pertanyaan nomor 1. Oke, supportnya apa? There can be a little doubt about the ability of death penalty to deter. Jadi a little doubt. Kita lihat signal word kita tadi, kalau little doubt dia masuk signal word yang mana? Apakah possibility? Apakah probability? Maka di sini kita akan lihat dia masuk kepada jawabannya adalah yang C. There is a little, kuncinya adalah little doubt. Maka kita bilang jawabnya adalah C. May possibly deter crime. Karena di sini ada little doubt. This is the support kita. Okay, let's see the second question. The author reasons and conclude that. Apa yang reason and conclude? Nah, karena di sini ada kata conclude, di sini keywordsnya, maka di sini sudah kita lihat as a result from conclusion. Nah, let's see, this is the conclusion. Nah, di sini juga sudah saya try to make a red color and underline it. Oke, kita lihat unwarranted determined by one psychological and moral learning. Kalau kita baca dari awal, as a result from conclusion that the death penalty either does or does not deter or warrantedly determined by one's psychological and moral learning. Unwarranted katanya. Maka kita bisa lihat dari unwarranted, jawabnya adalah there is no basis for arriving at a definite conclusion about the effectiveness of death penalty. Jadi nggak ada yang bisa, no basis for arriving, sama dengan unwarranted, tidak ada yang bisa menjamin kalau death penalty itu efektif untuk crime itu tadi, murder. Okay, let's see the last question, number 3. List 3 quantifying terms that you need to be aware of the writer use. Kita harus mencarikan 3 quantifying terms. Tadi kita sudah punya quantifying, so we just try to find it here. Maka kita akan ketemu di sana quantifying term yang pertama adalah certainty. Kalau dilihat di tabelnya tadi, certainty itu masuk sama absolute signal word, certainty. Saya kembali lagi ke yang tadi. Yang kedua, kita lihat di sini ada list quantifying termnya adalah likely. Ini likely. Maka kita lihat likely akan masuk ke let's see, likely is possibility signal word. Likely. And the last one, kita lihat kita punya signalnya adalah dispute. Inevitable to open dispute. Maka kita lihat dispute itu masuk ke mana? Right, dispute. Indisputable, maka di sana absolute signal word. Okay, I think that's all my explanation. If you have any question, and please ask me in our group. Thank you.